Here is the remake of the Pumpkin Wreath Part 2 video. This one does not have the music on it, it just has a voiceover. So here you will see me making the bow on the 4-in-1 bow maker, which you can get at Risa Joy. I believe I did 5 or 6 inch loops, and then you just go lower, so it's half an inch, and then the next loop would be another half an inch smaller, and you just keep to that. And then what I did there is I added that blue in the middle. I had a couple pieces left, and then added the orange ribbon. Just to let you know, depending how many loops of each color of ribbon, you make the same size if you want, and so on. And it's whatever you feel comfortable and how you want your bowl to look like. Okay, this is where I add the 3 pieces of blue ribbon that I had just laying around, so I thought I'd throw them in. They were the same color as what's in the wreath. So we added those, and then we did the middle with the purple, or the orange. And then once that was done, we put the zap strap around, and then you keep it so that you keep the layers, so that you bring the zap strap to the back, tighten it up before you tighten it too tight, put your wire or Chanel stem, whichever you want to use, in there, and then pull that tight, clip the zap strap, and then you can pull the bowl off, the 4-in-1. And also the 4-in-1, I have it in the description. There's a link there for Risa Joy. So then once I pulled that off, I made my own poof box out of a shelf. And so that's what I'm doing there. I'm going to be poofing out my bowl. So what I'm doing now is I'm attaching, because I used wire, I'm attaching the wire. There's a screw on one end and then a screw in the middle of the poof box. So I attach the wire to that, and then so you can poof your bowl. So as you're poofing your bowl, all you have to do is you start on one side, and then you pull them up, take 2 loops, pull them, separate them, make sure you get right in the middle, possibly bring all your tails to the middle of the bowl out of your way. You can tug, if your zap strap is really tight enough, you can tug on that and it won't come loose. So as you can see, I'm tugging on my bowl and it's not falling apart. So that's when you know you've done a good job in putting the zap strap in and making sure it was tight enough. So once this is done, I think I set that aside so I can work on the 3-tier air dry foam clay pumpkins that I made. Don't forget to dovetail your ribbons. You fold it, and then you on the cut towards the point on the fold side, and you have your dovetail. Okay guys, so here we are. We're finishing decorating our air dry foam pumpkins tree. So here I have this, it's like a rhinestone ribbon. It's got a sticky back and it's stretchy. Anyhow, I made a bow to put on there to match the sign, because the sign that the tree pumpkins have a bow on it. So that's what I'm doing here, and all I did was fold it. I cut a strip, I can't remember how long, folded it, and then I only took a little bit of the backing off so that it wasn't sticky all the way through, and then I just stuck it on my pumpkin. Here I'm pulling the backing off, and I'm showing you how I did it. I only took part of it off so that it was easier to put the bowl on and you didn't have it sticking everywhere. So as you will see here, we're going to be putting it onto the pumpkin once the bowl's done. And then also I'm going to, I believe I added the glitter to the pumpkin, the top pumpkin's stem and part of the other pumpkin, just to have a little bit of glitter just to help it pop a little bit. So you see I'm pointing to the pumpkin, so that means that I put glitter on, and you will see that I'm showing you that I did put extra glitter on just to help it pop more, and so that I can put glue also before I put the glue on to glue the bow on. Okay, so see, I'm showing you that I put glitter on the stem part, and I believe I did some on the blue part where that rhinestone ribbon isn't on. I believe I put some on there, but as you can see, it looks a lot better. Okay, so now I placed the sign and the bow in. Now we're going to put the pumpkin in. And when I did the pumpkin, I put a wire from the top down through all three pumpkins, and then one from the side. I think it's the middle pumpkin. I put one through there so that it can be attached to the back together. Just a quick note, you guys, if you use wire, if you're doing Deco-Mesh wreaths and that, if you use wire to put stuff on, it goes through the mesh a lot easier than a Chanel stem or pipe cleaner, whatever you call it. But as you can see, you still have to work it to get it in there. But the pumpkin I'm placing just above the bowl, so it'll be closer to the sign and it'll even it out. So as you can see, I'm placing it in there, and it looks really good right near the sign. But I made sure that I had that spot in mind for where it went. Now I'm going to attach it, make sure that the back is attached and that there's no wires or anything sticking out, so it won't damage a customer's wall. Still having problems getting that wire through, but you will see that once it's in there, it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. So the next thing I believe is what we're going to do is put the greenery in, I believe. so you guys know, the pumpkins the air dried pumpkins, I made those. So, specifically for this wreath in mind. Okay, finally got that thing in there. And it's tied up. Now I'm just fluffing everything. Making sure that the ribbon tails are tidy and where the pumpkin tree pumpkins are gonna sit. Everything in the back supporting it. So there's a look at the bows in, the signs in, and the pumpkin attachment I made is in. So I believe those colors, like I used the pumpkin sign for the colors, and they just look, it's a lot better in person, trust me guys. So I believe now we're going to do the greenery. So the greenery, I also got at Temu. You probably can get stuff similar to that. I think a Dollar Tree or Dollarama. I don't. Oh no, my Dollarama hasn't had any that kind. They've had other ones that I got. So, but anyhow, it's like a cedar stem. It's plastic, but the color is the exact color as the green in the sign. So basically all I'm doing is I cut them back. I think I cut them back to like for 3 pieces, depending on where I was going to put it. And I just tucking them in. Usually you tuck them in where your ribbon tails are. So, or if you find a hole somewhere or something that's kind of that needs something in there, then you just kind of fill that in. But yeah, that's what I did there. And then we're going to add the smaller pumpkins of different colored ones that I also made. So as you can see, I'm still putting the greenery in. Let me know what you think. Compare this video to the original and let me know which one you like better. I like having the music in the background. I'm still learning how to do this all by like I make the designs, I videotape it, I edit, so it's a lot of work, but I love doing it. So sometimes I miss things, so I apologize for that. But I'm trying to do better. So like right now, just redoing this and doing the voiceover, I've noticed that even the how I have the volume on my computer, and it still comes across like my voice is lower than what I can hear. So I apologize. Anyhow, so once the greenery, once the greenery is all in, the colored pumpkins get put in, and then that is okay. Now I'm trying to give you guys a better view, and I believe I'm going to show you guys all the pumpkins that I made. I made a lot. So I believe I picked out just certain colors that would bring out more of the colors out of the sign and the colors in the wreath itself. So I think it's a green, like a lime green one, the kind of light bluish one. But yeah, that's the colors. I just used certain colors. Okay, now I'm putting the rest of the greenery in so you guys can see on the side, like how I do it on the side. I'm also going to put some into with the bow to emphasize the bow to help give it some extra color, and it'll bring out the green out of the pumpkin ribbon that's on that bowl. Okay, now we're adding the pumpkins. To attach the pumpkins, I used toothpicks and I used hot glue. So I put hot glue on the toothpick, stuck it in the bottom of the little pumpkin, and then I put glue on the other end of the toothpick. And then if I had to trim it, I trimmed it. And then I put this pumpkin in the middle of the bowl. And basically that's what we did throughout getting the pumpkins on, is I added a stem or some toothpick or a piece of a stem just to help secure it. There's a couple that I think I just glued onto something, and then, but yeah, overall that's what we did. Okay, guys. So look at that. We're adding the last few pumpkins in, and I couldn't believe how amazing this thing turned out. I am so happy with it. I have another one of those signs, so you never know. Might see something else made like that, but maybe different. Maybe it'll be a swag. Maybe it'll be a grapevine. Haven't decided. But overall, this is how it looks. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think of this video, and let your creativity shine. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.